So sorry, ma'am. I think I went off the bed after I went live. Welcome here. Yes, you have in the building Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius, the head girl, the head girl. Come on now. Thank you so much for being here. Dr. Yemisi is here, gladly seated at my intentional parenting journey. I'm excited today, maybe because the Inner Circle program is about to take off in no time. Dr. Yemisi is a practitioner, a medical practitioner, certified project manager, and founder of the Fit and Fab 40 Circle. Yes, Dr. Yemisi is one of those people that you just remember. She's one of those people, fit, very fit. And I was saying something, she was like, no, no, you need to come and eliminate us. It's like, I need to go and see Dr. Yemisi so that I can arrange that part of my life, please. Welcome here. It is so good to have you here. And Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius is also the head girl of United Kingdom. Thank you so much for being here. It is such amazing. I mean, maybe because we just met, we just spent a few weeks together. Yes, it's exciting. If you're here, go and call your village people. Call them, let them call so that you can come and hear this journey. I am excited about her journey. I'm sure that I'm going to be hearing a lot of the things that she's going to be sharing today for the first time. Did I also tell you that Dr. Yemisi is a masterpiece woman? Yes, a masterpiece woman with a masterpiece. Right? We roll differently. It's a different kind of thing. Please don't
it is.
Don't get jealous. There's something about being a masterpiece woman. We just have doings. That's all. Welcome here this morning, and we're almost rounding off of my intentional parenting journey. It is 19 days to Inner Circle program, and we have that same 19 days to actually end this journey. Believe you me, I have learned so much just listening to others share their experiences and every other thing. I met a father recently who said to me, he's an incoming yada. He said, Coach, I'm already under pressure. We don't even need to start. I'm already feeling the intensity. And I'm like, wow, wow, woo. I choose 10% as it were from now so that I just, breathe. Thank you again for joining us. Dr. Yemisi, please, over to you. How do you get into the yard? Funny enough, this is Dr. Yemisi's second year. Somebody was asking me, you mean Dr. Yemisi I've only been here for 2 years? I said, yes. It's not how long. It is not how long. Trust me, it is with the doings. How did you get into the Inner Circle? Over to you, ma.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I don't take it for granted, and I want to just use this opportunity to appreciate you. Every time I come to the Inner Circle and I learn something, I'm like, thank God, Coach Wendy answered the call. I appreciate the courage that it took you to actually say, yes, you're going to do this, because I know that it's a big mandate and a big vision. So I salute you, ma. And I salute Coach Kunle, my mentor, but I'll get to that. So people always ask, how do you know about Inner Circle? I'm like, how did I not hear about Coach Wendy before? As in, where has she been in my life? But, like I said the other time we met, I said, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when I was ready, I found Coach Wendy. I moved to the UK in 2021, January. And immediately I realized that this environment, I need to wake up. I just realized that for my children, I needed to wake up. So I was always looking out for opportunities where I could just improve my parenting. In church, I was known as the parenting person because I was very passionate about parenting. So I teach in the children's church, and I'm a teens teacher. So I was teaching, the children and teens, one of the classes. And I asked them, it was in August 2023. I said, oh, how was your holiday? What did you people go to? They said, oh, we went to camp. Somebody said, I went to camp. I said, oh, which camp? He said, boys camp. Which boy? He said, Coach Ebuka. I said, Coach Ebuka, the name. I said, Nigeria, and in the UK. He said, yes, he comes all the way from Nigeria. I'm like, oh, wow, please let me know so that my son can, attend. And the boy, so I met his mom at the end of the church. I'm like, please, ma, please, can you send me Coach Ebuka's number? And long story short, I got Coach Ebuka's number. I said, Coach Ebuka, please, I'd like my son to attend the camp. He said, oh, it's next year, but you have to do some courses. I said, no problem. You have to buy books, no problem. So they said they're going to ship the books, to us from the UK. So she sent me the list of one of the distributors in Lagos. I think it's Madam Ronke Orekoye. So I joined the group waiting for my book, Boys Leadership Academy. But I noticed everybody was like, we are yadas. I said, am I in the right group? because me, I came from Boys Leadership Academy. I had to message Madam Roque. I said, please, which one is Yada? What are people talking about Yada? Is it the same? He said, oh, inner circle. I said, which one is inner circle? He said, TIP. I think it was because I think it was towards the end of the year. This was around November. This was actually November. So I know now I can understand where the pressure and everything. She just sent me the flyer. Inner Circle Program 2024, 2025, register and all that. So I said, I now messaged one of the admin, please, is this too late? Because it was November 30th, I remember, the last day. I said, can I still join? They said, nobody responded. I said, please. Now I can understand the kind of pressure the admin was on, why they didn't respond to me. So I said, okay, it was 100,000. I just paid and I sent the receipt. The next day, added me to cohort 1. I said, that's good. I was so excited. Man was like, I hope I made it. Like, I can't miss this. That was my own attitude. And so when I meet people and they're wondering, I'm like, wondering how this is for your own good. So I then got into Inner Circle. I went to the induction webinar. The first thing that occurred to me is that this level of structure is not common and it's not Nigerian. Sorry to say. I'm like, the level of structure. I was like, wow, how has this been? And then I found out that, Coach Wendy, I'm like, she's in Abuja. And I'm like, lived in Abuja for 1 year. I didn't meet this woman. How? How come? I was just like, but like I just said myself, Yemisi, this is the right time for you to meet Coach Wendy in your life. And it was okay. And that's how I joined. And for me, it was, like I said, the students was ready. So I just latched on into everything that was there. I'm like, this is for my own good. I thank God for this community. Because coming into the UK, for those of us that moved from Nigeria to UK, I mean, and thank God, Coach Wendy that keeps saying, you don't even know where you're going. You didn't make any, no mapping. I was one of those people. I just told my children, oh yeah, it's time to go 1 month to the UK. They say, I said, yes, so we are going. So I knew I needed help. I just knew it. For me, I just latched on, and it has been one of the best decisions of my life. After salvation and my marriage, this is the next best choice I've made as a person. That commitment to growth and becoming a better version as a parent, and of course, different areas of my life. So that's how I came to meet you, ma, and came to Inner Circle.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius. Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius is streaming live all the way from the United Kingdom, and she is the UK head girl. It's interesting. It's interesting that somebody said she's the first person from UK that joined. I said, "Wow, we had a series of UK parents seated in the yard." She was the first time yarder, and I guess I'm sure that she's going to tell that story herself. We'll leave it at that. She and Debbie Eko, and decided to actually say, this thing, we're here. When something Dr. Yemisi said this morning, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So once you are ready, you will see the teacher, and that will be it. Somebody said in the comment section that Federal Republic of Nigeria have collected. We have collected. They gave us. In Nigeria, we don't have structure. I almost entered under my desk. Like, what kind of
I won't say Nigeria, no. So please, it was uncommon.
We're just looking at ourselves and we're like, oh Lord. But it's okay. We're going to work on it. And I'm sure that we have quite a number of people who are doing much, much more better as we behold. Thank you again for joining us this morning, because it is my intentional parenting journey. We're going to go to the conversation. Dr. Yemisi has gist for us. In fact, at the UK Summit, she said to everybody, I'm not sharing any testimony. Come to my intentional parenting journey today. So if you are not here, bring your family members, bring everybody, share this link, let them get in here. How joining the Inner Circle can transform one person and transform a whole community. Thank you again for being here. So, Dr. Yemisi, tell us, when you got into, you've already told us what struck you first, the structure. This level of structure that is here, how is it? And she said something. She said when I was trying to register, she was trying to ask questions. Please, if you are getting a lot of, we have thousands of people in our DM. I opened my Facebook DM. I've not opened it in a while. God have mercy. I was like, what's going on here? Like, what is happening? I honestly didn't know that people will be asking me about Inner Circle on that end. Is my personal Facebook, by the way. Of course, our official Facebook has, people manning it and all of that. And it was a thing for me. So please, That's why we don't like rush. If you have rushed in, we're already in cohort 1W, VW. So if you have rushed in, that means you're going to be raising our tempo and all of that. But that being said, you have Dr. Yemisi right here. Dr. Yemisi is going to be sharing her journey. Tell us, ma. Just get into it. Whichever part of the journey that you want to share. Your marriage. Please, before I talk about her marriage, Dr. Yemisi and her husband, reckless husband. It pains me. As in, it pains my husband said, you as in, like, we look forward to their video. You don't understand. If you're a conclavite, you understand what I'm saying. You are looking forward to the video. You're waiting. You're literally waiting for them to drop a video like a movie. You know, season 1, 2, 3, 4. All of my friends will chat me and say, "Have they dropped video?" I'm like, "They've not. Let's wait the video." And before you could finish, you see video dropping. They give us different kind of movies from different parts. Thank you again for peppering us in Couples Conclave. Shout out to you, Mr. Femi Pius. We are grateful. Over to you, ma. Please share.
Thank you very much. So the first thing that when I got to UNASACO, the first thing I became aware of my gap. Like, I didn't know anything. I thought I knew because, like I said, even in church, I've been in children's church and children's ministry. I've always talking about parenting. I've actually talked about intentional parenting, but I didn't really know what it was. I thought I knew. And I entered UNASACO, like, I just realized, oh my goodness, there's so much I don't know. And then I asked my daughter, we were in church that day, somebody asked her, how would you rate your mom on the scale of 1 to 10? She said 4/10. I was humbled, coach. Because I've always thought, I do my best. I try, my daughter said 4. I said, really? She said, yes. But one thing I did was I didn't take it personally. I just told myself, Yemisi, you have work to do. Now, for those of us that have girls, and then girls in the UK, and I realized that my daughter was, she was not being herself. She was becoming very, cranky. Very, I didn't know what it was. We didn't know what it was. Like, myself and my husband were like, did we make a mistake coming to the UK? Like, we had that conversation. When I came to NASCAR, I realized, so this is the problem. Number one, I was not connecting with my children. So that's why Connect to Correct will always be my favorite book. That's what it was clear and obvious that there was no connection. My daughter will say, I can't wait to leave this house until when I'm 16. I say, how? Leave this house at 16? I said, God, help me. I said, I can't. She was just, when did this one start? It was, but I just understood, so this is where the gap was. I started connecting with my daughter. I also realized the power of social media. See, when coach tells you don't give your children phone and social media, it's for your own good. I'm a living witness. I literally saw my daughter turned 13 when we about time I joined NASACO. So she had, and she had already in secondary. I said, okay, TikTok say by age 13 you can join. I said, okay. I even though I knew that it's not the best, but I didn't know how to navigate it. And then in her class, she'll come back from school, she'll be crying. I'm the only person without TikTok. I'm the only. I said, Lord, that's how I yielded. Immediately I came to NASACO, I said, if I had known. But I said, okay, it's no problem. We're going to fix this, and I'm going to get it right. But because I knew I was not connected to my daughter, I wasn't going to just say, I'm taking your phone away. I wanted her to understand why, and I wanted to build a connection first. And so we went to work, connecting with her, like talking to her and all that. And let me just tell you that this is August. I took her completely off social media. It has taken me long to do that, and there was a reason why, because I understood my daughter. I understood her, the kind of person she was, that if I just take that, she would. It's not like I didn't have the power to take it off her, but I also understood I wanted to build that connection. And I just told myself, I'm going to find a way. And like Coach Wendy says, even Coach, because there's always a way if we are willing to find it. Of course, immediately I already told my son, no phone. It was Anaya, don't worry. Now, I tell to be people are like, it's not possible. I said, it's possible. It's only that you are not aware and you're not willing to think. And I thank God for UNASACO. UNASACO has taught me how to think through. My son goes to school by bus on his own. And he walks home like 30 minutes, from the bus station, 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how fast he is. And he doesn't have a phone. People are like, how do you do it? I said, thank God for UNASACO. As I prepared him, we made him understand how to ask for help. I gave him our house address written down on a piece of paper, so that if for any reason you need to contact us, just go to people like the bus driver or anybody that's in uniform. I learned that from UNASACO. So by the time I was going to school, I wasn't worried I didn't have a phone. I wasn't worried. I knew that that was the right thing for him to do. And for you, both of you that are in UK, please let us be aware of what's going on. There's an organization in the UK called Smartphone Free Childhood. There's, I think, I don't even know, the data is overwhelming of the danger of exposing your children to social media and to smartphone before they are 16. There's concrete data. So if you are looking for evidence, just go to Smartphone Free Childhood in the UK. They are now telling parents, they're going to primary schools and they're making parents sign pledges to delay giving smartphone to their children in high school, because they realize that when children go to high school, there's that pressure of fear of missing out. So parents just give into pressure that, oh, my children will feel left out. So they're going to primary schools now. It's a movement. And they're saying, please delay giving smartphone to your children. And they're doing that at the primary school level, so that children are not even, there's no, oh, I'm going to high school, I need smartphone. And if you go to that website, there's documentary, you will see documentary of people that their children are literally died because we're exposing to social media. Suicide, all manner of things. When I saw it, I said, Yemisi, oh Lord. I'm like, even in the UK, they are recognizing it. So this is not just Coach. I didn't tell you don't give your children to phone. There is data. There is like concrete data. The rate of suicide has gone up since advent of social media. Anxiety, depression, and I could see it. I could see my daughter when she's on the phone, and maybe you call her. She's almost angry. You could see that anger in her, almost like because she was comparing herself to whatever it is was on social media and all that. And I just knew that, no, we needed to get her off. So please, even if you're not in UK, you can still visit that website. There are so many resources. I tell parents, go there and watch documentaries. Those of us that want science and you want facts, enough facts there. Enough facts. Somebody says, oh, my child is going to school. How will he know the bus route? There's always a way. What that site recommends is that you can actually give your children non-smartphone phones. And they tell you they want to give them when they're age 14, age 16, the one that is only SIM only. So there's a way to communicate with your child. So it's not, they give you that, but honestly, there's always a way. So that was, for me, that was like like a breakthrough. And trust me, it didn't come without struggles. My dad would say, Mommy, I don't know what's going on. I'm left out. I don't know anything. You'll be all right. I just needed to take her away because I just realized I'm not doing the best for my child. And that's one thing that Inner Circle has taught me, that humility and vulnerability. So I told my daughter, I know I didn't do the best when it came to this, and I'm willing to correct my path. I'm not saying I know everything. I said, well, this one that I know is for your own good. But the reason why it was easy for me to do that with her, and now, just to say that my daughter says, Mommy, you are 8/10. After I collected food from her, I'm like, hey, that's it. If I'm 8/10, even when I collected food, then I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
So this is after, we had gone through that process, and she can see that I genuinely care for her. I tell her, I said, see, I am a parent, and for a parent, I will always want to do the best for you. I said, this is not the best for you. And I said, there's data. I told her, come on, let's watch a documentary. See what they did in schools when they took away phones from children in year 8. So I was showing her, even though she didn't like it, but she kind of saw it. And I said, one thing you can be sure of yourself is that your mom is doing what she thinks is best for you. And I said, based on the data I have, this is the path for us to go. And she was fine with it. Yes, she still grumbles once in a while, but it's what it is. So in terms of connection with my children, I mean, it's there. Now she doesn't even talk about living at 16. She's like, my mommy is my bestie. I'm like, hey, bestie. This is the child I wanted to live at. Couldn't wait to live at 16. So you can see that we've come a long way, and it's the power of the knowledge in Nasako, and then applying it. I was privileged to meet a couple of yadas in the UK during the summit, and everybody was like, people were like talking about different people's journey and results. I'm like, why are you guys in a hurry? This is a journey. Why are you comparing yourself with I think it's Madam Tokwe Fortune that has been in Nasako for 6 years? I said 6 years is no joke now. So you that you just joined, you want to now. She has put in the work. She deserves the result.
Yeah.
I said, so don't be in a hurry. And if you have older children, those of us that have older children, that coach says 10,000 lions are chasing you, more than 10,000 lions. You know that there's so many things that you have not done right. So you have to first of all correct those wrong things, and then put in the right ones. And it takes time. You cannot expect somebody that the child is 2 years and you that your child is 14 years to have the same results, the same rate. No, you have a lot of, your child has a lot of unlearning to do. You have a lot of unlearning to do before then you now begin to learn. So it's okay as long as you stay on the course. Me, I love the process. I'm all about process and journey. I love results as well, but I love the process. Why? Because inner software has taught me to be thinking generation. We are here to stay, coach. If I was saying that, coach, can we pay for 10 years? Like, 10-year plan. Can you give us 10 years? Because I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I told my children, you will be in Inasaku. Your children will be in Nasaku. They said, no, mommy, I'm not just in my mind, like, you're your own. Shame me, I know what to do now. I don't argue with them. I just laugh and I smile because I know that it's not coach said with exactitude that you guys are going into Nasaku. Anyhow, I'm going to do everything in my power. And I know there's a community. So in terms of my children, the connection is there. In terms of my marriage, coach, you remember when I said in the summit that, like coach said, I just joined in Nasaku and I'm like, they were talking about summit. I said, wow, we don't have any summit in UK. I felt left out, like, it's not fair now. So I said, let's do summit in UK. They said, okay, let's go, you guys should plan. I said, so they're willing to come. I'm like, thank God. Because I'm like, coach is so busy. How will she find time to come to the UK with all her work? And they were like, yes, she'll come. She will come. That was me. That was the excitement. I'm like, oh, wow. So I got, we did the last year's summit, and at the summit, I saw a lot of yadas coming with their spouses, like the wives and the husband. I said, Yemisi head girl, your husband is not here. He's all right. But I took it up as a challenge. I didn't feel bad. I just like, okay, Yemisi, you have a lot of work to do. I was like, I was trying to do it alone. I said, So that's why I tell people, there is no intentional parenting without an intentional marriage. To the governor.
Yes.
As in, there is no, that one, I know it without any shadow of doubt. I just told myself, Omo, you can't do this alone. You better get your husband on board. So, and coach has taught us that we should be wise. Me, I did not do gra-gra. I don't know how to do gra-gra. Because I realized that gra-gra does not pay me. Even my gra-gra with my children, I was going for over 10. So let me just respect myself. So I just told myself, how am I going to do this? So first of all, couples conclave. Please join couples conclave. See, it's for your own good. Your marriage is what will make your parenting fly. If you try and do parenting without marriage, it's not, you are just shortchanging yourself and your children. Yes, I know that many of us, maybe we've been hurt and all that in marriage. It's fine. There's a way out and there's a way. So join the couples conclave. First thing is communication. Coach Kuna will teach you how to communicate with your spouse. Many of us, we are not having, Coach Wile says, we are not having conversation, we're having confrontations. Me, I was like that. Everything, just attacking, confronting. No, you don't have confront, you have conversations. I learned that in couples conclave. And I told myself, my husband has to come into the inner circle. So I went to work. I started, implementing, making him realize, you see this thing, in 2025, my husband has his 2025 goals. He wrote it, it's pasted on the wall. I'm in the room, in the bathroom. And one of these goals is to support Yemisi in parenting using TIP. My man, I'm like, well done. You're going to take that goal to take over parenting. So
I know.
I say, at least that's the first step. Before that one was not even the goal. At least 2025, our goal is to support me. So I went to work. I started telling him about, this thing. When I joined in Asaku last time, I work from home. I'm always on the laptop. So e-copy. So I bought e-copy of Coach's book. I was feeling cool. Holy Spirit just told me, you want your husband to join Asaku. How is he going to read the book? He will not do e-copy. So this year, I ordered again. Hard copy, all the books, level 1. So I have e-copies and hard copies. It's okay now. What's this book? So I bought another set of hard copies for him. My husband is in Asakulo. Month 1. I said, babe, this is the book we are reading in Asakulo. I'll just give him a copy. He said, hey, really? The first one he read was from Coach Chukwuemeka, Raising Financially. If I read that one, I finish it fast because my husband is big on finances. I said, it's okay. Just be reading. So I started giving him the books like that. Anytime there was a particular, when we got to men's conference, I said, no, the men's one before that is the one that's Father's Day. I said, there's something about men speaking to men. I've always known it in my life that men, they listen to each other. How am I going to get my husband to watch this? I sent him the link. He registered. He didn't do it. Holy Spirit said there's a way. I just told him, he came back from work. I said, please, can I have 30 minutes of your time every evening? He said, really? I said, yes. He said, yeah, it's fine. I said, 30 minutes, it's fine. So 30 minutes, I said, I'm ready for my 30 minutes. He said, yes. I'll open the father's conference. I will start playing. I will set timer, coach, 30 minutes. And we'll be watching. Then they'll be talking. In my mind, I'm like, I hope this man is. But I won't say anything. I won't say, can you hear? Can you see? I was just listening. Then after 30 minutes, I'll say, I would the alarm go. I said, should we continue? Say, let's finish it. We finished it. We watch all Father's conference. We watch everything because I just know the power of men speaking to men.
Yeah.
My husband will now say, hey, you know, Coach Wendy said, I said, Coach Wendy. My husband is coaching Coach Wendy. He's not in the Nasaku. I said, this one, God, it can only be you. My husband was, oh, BD, now we'll be telling people, you know, you're parenting, you have to be intentional. I said, come on now. I never struggled with him, but I just used wisdom, like Coach said. Yes. You need to use wisdom with your husband. See, don't struggle with men. That's not how we are designed. And women, it's for your own good. You can't do this work alone. Don't even attempt to do it alone. God has designed it for two people. You now want to do it alone. I know as me, I just learned that no. So I went all the way. When we planned for summit this year, I told my husband, please, we are going to summit together. I said, no problem. In fact, when the registration opened, quickly I bought our tickets. I said, I bought our tickets. I said, no problem. Then things were coming up, church. Somebody, a very, very close member of our church, her birthday was on that summit, the 40th birthday. My husband said, I will be there. I said, babe, we are going for summit. I said, oh, really? I said, yes. Now it's going to apologize, lady. I'm sorry we can't make it. I said, thank God, because my husband holds this woman in high esteem. But my husband said, I'll be there. And my husband came to the summit. Coach, it was a big deal for me. As in, I'm like, he drove, everything shut down. He drove all the way to summit. So when in the summit, I'm like, but I want him to enter inner circle. He's not just come to summit. He has been supporting me. My husband is very supportive. That's the truth. It's not like, it's just that you'll be the one doing it, I'll be there. I say, no. Then when they were doing Yada's discount, you know, this Yada's discount, we ended the 10%. Or I said, God, Holy Spirit, give me the right words. And I said, you know that we have 10% discount and I've already paid as a single person, but discount is ending. Let me just add the remaining so we can't couple. He didn't answer me. I said, next day, I said, this inner circle thing. I said, babe. She said, okay, just pay. I said, yeah. I did, coach, I did not even wait 1 second. I don't pay. Kia entered course, one thing, they don't come. I said, thank God. Do you know that this my same husband? Another lady in the summit was talking about how he wants my husband to talk to her husband. My husband was calling the person, telling them how you need to get serious with parenting, intentional parenting. I said, my husband has become a proper, I don't call it, he's referring people inside our circle. That's my story. And you see the thing about that, all this thing I'm saying, my husband, I can say it in front of him. So it's not like I'm saying something that's how we are. And thanks to Couples Conclave. Shout out to you, Governor. I will continue to say, even though it's inner circle, but I cannot talk about inner circle without talking about Couples Conclave. How Couples Conclave has blessed my marriage. Even in church, they know it. You see that signature, coach, and that kissing. When we went to church, when they say,
this is always kissing her husband.
When they say, welcome your what did they call it? Person, myself, I will turn back to each other. We'll kiss. People say, are you not coming from the house? Did you know each other? I don't understand. I said, my husband. And where did I learn this from? From Inner Circle Conference. I think it was Pastor B.C. Adewale. That was last year's conference, not this year. He said THHK. He says touching, holding, hugging, and kissing. That is stuck in my brain.
Yes.
That's how I just said, I told him, I said, if we are touching and hugging and kissing, we cannot be fighting. So anytime, so I said, let's be kissing. I said, I cannot fight the person I'm kissing and hugging now. So we do it. In the morning, I'll tell him, hold me, hug me. I'm like, hold me where?
I love it.
I'm telling you. Then, so my marriage, Inner Circle has transformed my marriage. From Inner Circle, we have entered Couple Conclave, and we're having retreats in UK next year, coach. So that retreat, retreat is on my husband's list, on our list to go for couples retreat 2025. I said, this is our couples retreat that we did not go for. I did not know that couples retreat was coming to UK. I said, it's for me. Oh God, it's just fulfilling all my desires. Then I realized that it's from Inner Circle, fathers and their daughters. I said, God, coach, God bless you, because I realized that really, that connection was not there with my dad. My dad was, was there, like providing for us and all that, but that emotional connection was there. And interestingly, my daughter does not have that emotional connection with her dad. I say, Yemisi, how are you going to do this? I got to work. Every time there was this webinar that coach talked about fathers and daughters, I just add it to my 30 minutes. Sir, Please, 30 minutes today. Can we listen to this webinar? So my husband was hearing. But my daughter she doesn't go. I now told Yemisi, how can you do it? I said, father-daughter dates. We schedule it now. Every third Saturday of the month, she goes out with her father. And I told my husband, let her choose where she wants to go. Because my husband was like, I said, no, let it come from her first. So now they go for dates, and it's a big deal. They plan it, they go out, they gist. Do you know, my husband said the first time after the date, my daughter now felt comfortable talking to her father. Like, because it showed that, you really care about me and you notice me. So I learned now from Minister. I said, sense. I borrowed myself sense. I said, this father-daughter bond, they have to have it. Anyhow, I know to do. Because I know that it helps. It goes a long way, even in the life of, girls. So it was Inner Circle that taught me all that too. When it comes to church, they know me, intentional parent. I'm the evangelist. I told some people, I say, I hope you are registered for 2036 Inner Circle. I want to wait and delay. I say, delay is dangerous. Enter again, stay in the community. They know me because I just told myself, I will stay at home and be saying my children are intentional. I'm doing my intentional parents. Then my children will go to the church where the children around there don't have the same values. Coach tells us my environment is greater than values. So my children, I think they're fine. Then they get to church, they're hearing different things. It doesn't make sense. So when you see me and you're like, why is it like this for Inner Circle? Me, it's selfish. Leave that thing. It's not about Coach Wendy. I'm making sure I'm creating the environment that my children will live in. So I'm making sure everybody in church, I bring them into Inner Circle. I'm talking about Inner Circle, intentional parenting. I share resources as much as I can. I mean, last year I think we had about 10 people from my church join. This year I've been, only canvassing and telling people, showing them, reason why. When I finish this one, I'm going to send all the play to all my church members. I say, please come and watch my journey so that you know why I'm always telling you to come to Inner Circle. It's for your own good, because I know, like, my children, when they're in the right environment, they're hearing the same thing. It will help me. So at my work, as I'm doing my work at home, but outside is also conforming. And we said it at the summit. Coach said it in our book, the one we read last month, Raising the Independent Thinking Child, that society is a reflection of the family. In fact, I saw that statement. I said, wow. So if you see any society, just go and check the families. So when I was sharing the vision at the summit of a 1 million yarders, is because we are trying to shift the culture in the UK. When we sing the song, we will shift the culture. This is how we shift culture. It's not just to sing the song. It's by taking action. One intentional family at a time. If you bring people into the community, realize that the family is going to change. And you realize that the society begins to change. At work, they know me. In fact, they call me the parenting expert at work because I used to chip it in. And I work with British people, mainly British. Just one person that is, black, but is black British. I'm there talking about the power of, intentional parenting, how you have to set, things right. And for me, thinking future and generation, thanks to Inner Circle. I've never thought it that way before. Never. I've always thought of me now, my children. When it was the last TIP conference, every speaker was talking about future generation. I'm like, you need to wake up. You need to wake up thinking about my future. That's why when I tell people, you'll be in Inner Circle. As I told my children, you don't have anything. You'll be there. Why? Because I want to become a not just a parent, grandparent and great grand. I want to be great and I want to be grand. So thank you, Coach, when it was the last webinar, the 10 gates of parenting. People say once a child is 18 years, that's the end. I'm like, how? No, we are here. It's family. We are there. Not like, wow. Anywhere. In fact, all these people say, I can't wait for my children to leave their house. How? Yes, you can go and become a responsible adult, but we are still connected. I still have influence over you. You come to me for when you are raising my grandchildren. You not raise them anyhow now. All this work we are doing will not go and waste. No. And we don't marry anyhow. We are not marrying anyhow.
We're unapologetic about it.
No, we are not. So, in fact, if I want to sit down and tell you about Inner Circle, how Inner Circle has transformed my life, I'm not looking at time. We will not leave this place. But it has been that community. I tell people there's power in community. I know there's a lot of AI out there. People are like, AI is taking over the world. AI. Yes, I agree. AI is place. AI can never replace community. Can never.
No.
It can't. So get into anywhere you find community. Even people that are doing AI, they're telling you that start building communities, get into community. That's where AI will never replace community. So this community is where you need to be. Don't be quick to say I'm living in Nasaku. I will try to do it on my own. You couldn't do it while you were here. Yeah, you go out and do it on your own. Come back here and stay here. If you have not registered for 2026, go and register. It's for your own good. You will be glad you did. And don't be a backyarder. And I even heard one in Summit, coach, middle yada. No, be front yada, please. Like engage with everything they say in Nasakol. And like I said, it's a journey, it's a process. Don't be in a hurry. It takes time. Anything that is solid takes time. It takes time. Coach will tell us how long they've been working on their children. Everybody said, oh, Ayo and Ife are great. Yes, they've put in the work and it has taken time. So me that I just joined 2 years ago, I can't be comparing myself now. Come on, I need to put in the work. And it's okay. Anything that is solid. Imagine when you are building a house, if you are building a skyscraper, you have to put in the foundation. The time it takes to even build the foundation and the cost is something else. I tell my children, if an elephant wants to give birth, it takes 2 years gestation period. But a dog is 3 months.
Oh wow.
Yes. I said, but what is an elephant giving birth to? An elephant. So it takes time. If you don't take anything from this my intentional parenting journey as a yada, please just settle down. It's a process and it's okay. Don't try and rush the results. Don't try and say I want to get results at all costs. No. There's so many things you're coming from. There's so many things your children have exposed to. You need to unlearn. You need to relearn. It takes time, and everybody's context is different, and it's okay. We're not in competition with each other. We're all here to become the best version of yourself. So settle down. Don't be in a hurry. Just as you have come to Nasaku, just settle down. Like I told coach, they give us 10-year plan. Know what I'll pay for 10 years, and all that. We will have grandchildren package. Why? Because we want to build something that lasts. Inner circle has blessed my life. That's generational thinking. I will forever be grateful. Let us go and study people that have families that have left legacies for a long time. They put things in place. I was studying the Rockefellers. There's another family in the US. I've forgotten their name. They also had a lot of money, but their money they've gone. But you see, the Rockefellers, they understood structure and generation. They have family constitution. So in fact, that's why I'm so happy for this family governance, because I said this value and mission, we have to be something stronger. So coach has gone to do the work. Who am I? Coach has done the work. I'll just copy and paste and run with it. Family governance. We are putting a structure for our family, not just us, but for generations to come. No, for me, that's powerful. Do you know the Rockefellers up till now, they are still one of the richest family in the US? Why? Because they put systems and structure in place. One of the Rockefeller children went to school, and he was in school. In the history lesson, he discovered that his family is a family of millionaires. He didn't know. You don't get born and you just enter money. No, there's a process. They will teach you how to do. Every year they have family retreats. Everybody comes together. And I saw that, I think Pastor Bisi Adewale was in a family retreat. I think it was last conference. Even I had a family retreat. Every year, the Rockefellers, everybody comes together. And then we talk about the values or whatever it is they do. So you can see that system and structure going beyond you. 4th, 5th generation. And that's the joy, really. We are not just being successful at parenting. We are not being significant. We are leaving impact beyond you. So for me, that's the focus. That's what Inner Circle has done for me. It has changed my mind from just me now to future generations. Like, I'm now thinking of my grandchildren, the legacy we are leaving, the impact we are leaving as a family. What are we known for, in this society and this community? And thanks to Inner Circle. I cannot claim to have read it anywhere. It's not, I didn't Google it. It came from staying in the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle has transformed my life. Even when it comes to my relationship with God, my work with God, the way coach handles scripture, those of us that are in church, we just say, okay, now let me go back and read it again. Like, let me go back to like my study of God's word. I need to take it to the next level. So my study of God's word now is the next level. You can't even quantify, like coach says, the transformation in Inner Circle. You cannot. So today, this is me telling you, especially you are in UK, you know me, I'll come after you, UK. Yeah, you better come back to Inner Circle. We are changing our society. We have to transform the UK society, one intentional parent at a time. So please, come back into inner circle and bring other people. So one by one, we are changing the narrative. We are breaking the mold. We are shifting the culture. Coach, let me just stop here because
Wow, wow, woo. Like they say in my coaching circle. Wow, wow, woo. Thank you so much again, Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius. You are listening to Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius. She is a medical practitioner. She is the founder of Fit and Fab 40s Circle. Yes, you need to see her. She's very fit and fab. Oh. She's a certified project manager and she's the current UK head girl. Shout out to her. Anytime that we do the UK summit, and I look at the settings. Oh, shout out to all of you in the UK. I look at the settings and all of that. So seamless. At the summit I was teaching, and I said to her, "Did I have any meeting with you? Not one meeting, not one conversation. I don't even know what happened. I just arrived like one queen. I just walk in. I'm like, wow, wow, woo. This must be a thing. But hey, there are people working it. There are people working it. So my younger brother, immediate younger brother, lives in the US. Actually, two of my brothers live in Houston. And then my brother was saying to me yesterday that he just got married. So he was like, you know what? I'm not coming into the yard with my wife this year, and we're going to do a summit in Houston. I'm like, Enya, calm down. Hey, there is a community in that place. Better put yourself inside. Inside, we are not. You book the hall, you organize it, decorate it. I just need to come. I said, what are you talking about? There's a community, my friend. Wake up and put yourself under. This is not a mother of the coach kind of arrangement. Put yourself in that community and go and follow the system that is there. He said, okay. He was very humble. Like, okay. I said, I'm not even sure it's this thing I'm coming to. So don't kid yourself, eh? So let us just be. He's like, okay, I get it. I'm like, we get it. So thank you again, Dr. Yemisi. There's something Dr. Yemisi said. He said something about phone and her daughter and how she was able to walk through that process. One thing that I will say it to the end of time. I started talking about smartphones, giving children smartphones about 10 years ago. I was under fire. You don't want to know. People will bring gun, literal gun. Who are you? Why will you say such a thing? Why did you say those days the datas were not so loud? But I heard. I had little explanation for plenty things, but I knew. By the time I did, some researches, it was sketchy. Then screen autism, how many people were talking about it? I knew about it. And I started to say, see, this thing is going to destroy the children in generations to come. Now, there are quantum researches of what it is that can happen to children being exposed to smartphones early. It's there. The research, Dr. Everything was talking about smartphone free childhood. There are many of them. There are plenty. The US, Sweden, there are many of them. So if you think that is a Coach Wendy theory, you're on your own. Give birth to your child, give them phone. It's okay. We'll be here. When the trouble comes, you come and pay us, and then we'll tell you. We'll still tell you the same thing. That's the worst part. It's this same thing we're saying, the same thing we'll say to you. It's not like we're going to manufacture something, and then you still go through the process, and you still walk through it. But look at how she was able to. Some people say, "Oh, my children live abroad. You don't understand. They will be the only ones." I say it's because you've not done the job.
Yeah.
And even in Nigeria, my children go to a system where everybody owns a smartphone. So it's not about an abroad thing. Everybody owns a smartphone, but they recognize. They even tell their mates, "There's nothing I'm doing with it in the now. I don't need it," because they have an understanding. They have an understanding, which is very important. There's a scripture that appeared in the yard. That's what Yemisi was talking about. You are here, you are there, you are not following. Jeremiah 12:5. Somebody shared it in the yard last week. Thou hast run with footmen, and they have wearied you. Then how canst thou contend with horses? And if in the land of peace, where thou trusted, they weary thee, then how will do in the swelling of Jordan? This is too hard. Let me read it in NIV. If you have raced with men on foot, they have worn you out. How can you compete with horses? If you stumble in safe country, how will you manage in the thickest of Jordan? That's what it is. You want to do it on your own. How will you manage? How will you manage? If you are struggling with small start challenges, struggling in small, and then you now leave the little one that is helping you move forward, how do you want to do it? It's a divine reminder. That's good. It is in fact that scripture, it was the other that posted it. It jumped on me over and over and over again. Thank you again to Yemisi. She talked about her marriage, talked about the couples conclave. I always tell you others, oh, if you think, oh, my husband is not doing, the truth of the matter is that there is something you are not doing. Leave your husband, focus on you. And if you're coming in, you're hearing Dr. Yemisi, I'm sure you're listening to her now, you're saying, hey, it's easy now, look at her. Her husband got followed. It's because she has told you like this. It's not easy. It's because it is under conversation. It's not as easy as you heard it. It took our work. So all you need to do is to do the work. So don't say, hey, you're just coming in, this is just your first year. You've already started fighting. If you fight, I'm not your coach. I say it all the time. I have no business with you because it's foolishness to fight. I say it all the time. There is a place of wisdom that can position you. It's about posture. It's not just about what it is that you're doing. And it's not about what you're saying. Just take a posture. And somehow, that Femi Pius entered couples conclave. Somehow, inside the couples conclave, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity in couples conclave. So when
he's taking over
the yard, people should better make him a celebrity in the yard place. That's my other father that I love to love. He's a celebrity. I'll no longer be loving Dr. Yemisi now. You know that I just have a way to carry them behind. Just behind.
It's okay.
Honestly, there is always a way. Yeah. There is always a way to walk it through. Please don't fight. There's no need to. There's no need to. All right. Thank you again, Dr. Yemisi, for sharing with us. Let's get right into the webinars. Talk to me about the webinars. Dr. Yemisi was referring to the webinar of last week. My friend came. My friend Antetima, she said to me, that webinar, coach. I was listening to it and I froze. She said, everybody who have come to me in Girls Hub to come and look for any solution. Hey, that girl. He said, have you listened to Thursday webinar? You're in the yard? Go and listen to it first. When you are done, come, let's have a conversation. Over to you, Dr. Yemisi.
Thank you, Coach. You see, the webinar, those webinars they're from heaven. So, but I'm going to talk about the ones that when I finished the webinar, I knew that this one is from God. Yemisi, you need to get to action. And I was just blessing Coach Wendy for the power of God on her life. Is the one about developing a family dating and marriage strategy. Coach, that webinar, as you were speaking the word of God. It was clear. And I just told myself, I said, such level of wisdom. And I'm like, where was Coach when we were getting married? But I said, it's okay. Immediately they said, initially, I think the guide was supposed to be soft copy. But eventually, they said, oh, Coach, we should buy hard copy. So immediately I bought the soft copy. I bought the soft copy of the family plan for godly dating, courtship, and marriage. I bought the soft copy. But they were now said, oh, we should buy hard copy. I bought 2 copies. I said one for myself, one for my 2 children. But because of course they had to then go to print, and I said, Yemisi, I cannot wait. I went and bought hard copy on Amazon. So this is the Amazon copy. I have this one. Then I have 2 copies for my children. I said, when I opened the guide, I said, wow. In fact, the young people in my church, anybody that I speak to, I just say, go and get this book first. Go and read it first. Right? When I want to talk about marriage. When I opened the book, I said, there's no struggle. If you can just follow and implement what is in Inner Circle, I'm telling you, Inner Circle has everything you need. It's because you have not implemented it, trust me. And you cannot, 1 year is not enough. That's the reality. 1 year is not enough to implement everything. So just, like I said, don't be in a hurry. Settle down here. As you have come to Inner Circle, you have found value, just stay here. So I opened it, I said, wow. So my daughter, mommy, dating, I said, see, relax. Don't open the book. I said, there are 10 skills that you need to know, you need to have before you can talk about dating. The first one, I just asked her, ability to hear from God. I said, rate yourself from 1 to 5. She said, -1. I said, fantastic.
Oh.
You have rated yourself -1. I said, so you can see that there's work to be done. 10 skills. I said, so these skills we are going to master it. Even adults, some of us have not mastered this skill. How much more our children? So if they know this book, anytime I bring it out, we have to, the 10 skills, we even developed an acronym so that they will not forget. My children, red flag, they will be saying it. It's okay. But the good thing about this book is that, and I thank God for this book, at least my children are still younger than, they're not reached 18 years, so I can do the work quickly and get them there. But he has given us that knowledge, the song list, the kind of songs they listen to for the prayer points for dating. I'm like, this is God. I just wish I had this when I was dating my brother. It's okay. It's fine. You at least you have this. So that webinar for me was, webinars that make me take action and do something. I love them. Some webinars I have to go back to it again, but I mean, there's so many of them. But so this first one was powerful. The second one, interestingly, the reason why I like that webinar was because the creating the husband in training manner, wife in training manners. When I came into the webinar, I said, okay, coach said that we need to create a manual. So I need to create a manual. That was where I saw it. And so I need a manual for wife in training and husband in training. So after the 2 webinars, I went to work. I would call them, I would put them as one because for me it's boy and girl. I have a boy and a girl. I went to work. And then there was something that coach said in that webinar. I think she was in the US then, I remembered. I think it was 3 a.m. in the US. She came up on that webinar. And she now mentioned something in passing. She said herself and governor, they usually, every day, they would ask themselves, what values did we teach? Which habits are we reinforcing? Which consequences are we following through? I said, people do that. I said, I've not even started. Do you know, immediately, and that's me, I just went and my journaling, my daily journaling in please pardon me, I'm a soft copy person, coach. God will help me with hard copy. I think my writing is so bad from medical school that even if I write, I don't know if I'll be able to read it.
It's okay. We understand it. You guys never
So
write well.
what I did for the daily journal, I just put it, I just typed all the questions in a Google Doc, and I have, so I just for January, February, every month, my daily journal, so 30 question prompts. When I saw that one, I said, Yemisi, you have to be asking yourself every day. I just went and updated my daily journal. So after, the tool of the day, connection to what kind of parent should I be, shouldn't I do, and all that, I just went to add it. I said, what values did you reinforce? What daily habits are we incorporating? What concept do you follow? I added it to my journal. So every day. And it has helped me because I'm like, Yemisi, which value did you reinforce today? Journaling, coach. I didn't talk about my transformation. Journaling. I didn't used to journal before I came to inner circle. Journaling was like, what's that? What's that? What was all those things? When I came to inner circle, I started journaling. And it was this year. Shout out to Debbie. Debbie is the masterpiece woman. Debbie is the woman you want in your corner.
I'm telling
Debbie,
you.
I'm advertising you now. Everybody will be bombarding your DM. As in, Debbie created this accountability book for us, coach, and journaling every day. I became aware. I now realized, so this is exactly where you need to be. I got insight. So part-time, I know where I am. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I know where I am.
Yeah.
And it was journaling that did it for me. So I know where I need to work on. I know where I needed growth. I need to adjust where growth is. As in, journaling just opened my eyes. So I added that to my journal. So that webinar, husband in training manner, I won't forget. Because every time I'm journaling today, now I see those questions that coach said in the webinar. And I wrote them down, added it to my journal. I said, what values are we reinforcing? What habit did we teach today? What did we learn? As in, I just added them. And what consequences do we follow through? Because I'm like, that's true. When I talk about consequences, am I following through? So it has helped me. So that webinar. And then honor as a skill, coach. That one was hard. It was hard because, and that's why I like inner circle. Inner circle teach you to be open, naked, and not ashamed. Yeah, I think for me, I learned that in inner circle, and I just realized that the honor we have been doing is very superficial, like just up there, especially when it came to my husband. And I just realized that no, I needed to adjust. and adjust myself when it came to honor. And I'm not there yet, but I can assure you I'm getting better. So, I mean, those 3 webinars, they transformed the way I do things. And I think that's for me. Those are the webinars, the ones that has impacted the way I do things. Of course, there's so many of them. Even the 10 gates of parenting, I put it down, but I said, yeah, me see, how many is it? 3. So how many do you want to write? When coach was just talking about those gates, I said, wow. So there are gates that I need to close. And I need to close those gates. In fact, the one that coach said, and I don't know how many parents can relate, the gate of, I think you said, maybe free time. Like when children have free time. I said, Yemisi, you have not been doing anything about that thing. Not at all. Like my children, they have a lot of, and shout out to Boys Leadership Academy. If your children are not, if your boys are not in Boys Leadership Academy, please get them there. Children need mentors. They do. They do. You cannot grow without mentors. Girls up. So my children do a lot of these things. But sometimes they have free time. And then I've never taught them really, what do you do in your free time? As in, I've never really sat down to say, so it's just like, go and rest. I'm like, that's not good though. The idle mind, they say, is the devil's workshop. I think
the devil's workshop.
On that. Said it on that webinar. I said, wow. As I was doing that webinar, as I was going for my grocery shop, I said, I just stopped in my track. I said, yeah, Missy, no. This free time, we need to go. We need to get to that gate because I have not been doing anything, and I just realized that I can be doing so much work, and then the free time is canceling everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I need to get to work. So that gate, I said, no, we need to. And then so many things. So inner circle is a place of transformation. You will become. It is when you become that you can see results. If you are here and you say you have not seen results in inner circle, it's because you have not put in the work. When you transform, you will see results. There's no, you can't. Transformation comes with results. You will see that result. So you have to just humble yourself. And I think that's what inner circle has taught me to humble myself. Coach, inner circle has taught me to extend grace to people. I can be very like, how come you don't know this? As I'm like, coming from, I was raised, my dad raised us very independent. So I'm like, if somebody is not very smart or sharp, I just feel like, but inner circle has taught me to be humble, to extend grace to people, to see that people have come from a long way and it's okay. And nobody died. When coach says nobody died, it's true. There's some things that normally I will hear, I will say, but now I'm okay with it and it's fine. It's okay. Inner circle taught me that. Before I'll be and I tell people, patience for me, and I tell people, is in my spirit. I'm agitated, so I might be looking calm outside, but inside, that. Now, if you tell me anything, it's okay, fine, it's okay. So what do we do? How do we move forward? It's all right. So inner circle is a place where if only you implement. I don't even know how to say it. It is so loaded. So loaded, so you cannot exhaust it in 1 year. It's not possible. In 10 years, it's not possible. Your children are changing. You are changing.
Exactly.
So you have found this community. Stay in this community. Don't be going up and down and stay in one place. If you are trying to do too many things too, the power of focus. Time management and energy management. Coach, that webinar. I have to talk about that webinar. Now we don't do chores in the morning. No. Saturday morning we used to wake up and cook and do chores. Now we do chores Friday evening. Last thing, that's what my children conserving their energy. The only reason why we cook on Saturday morning is because I'm teaching my son to cook. So that one is a teaching session. So he's cooking, he has to learn how to cook. He doesn't have any option. So we take it, and because I want him to learn, and so we're going through that. But that time, my energy management, I just realized that my most productive times are in the mornings. So I can't be doing chores in the morning. Saturday morning, I wake up and be doing
jollof rice.
I tell you, for the whole day, and you come back, you're tired. Now, we do, if my children don't do their chores on Friday, for any reason, I always feel like, Saturday morning, you can't be doing chores Saturday morning. This is a waste of time. Like, don't do that. So, all these things I've learned in inner circle. As I was preparing for this intentional parent journey, there's something that struck me, coach, and I was ready to talk to anybody here. I remember the story of the Chinese bamboo. And I'm sure a lot of us have heard it. The Chinese bamboo is a bamboo tree that you have to plant and water for 4.5 years.
Yeah.
4.5 years, it will just sprout a little. You won't see anything for 4.5 years. Then in 6 months, it will grow to 60 feet and become one of the tallest trees.
Yeah.
So, and as I was preparing, Holy Spirit told me that somebody needs to hear this. Don't be agitated that you are putting in the work and you can't see. You are actually doing the work, but you are not seeing the results. It's not comparable to what people are saying. don't worry. Like I said, if you are betting an elephant, it will take you 2 years. If you are betting a dog, it will take you 3 months. Which one is better? Do the 2 years because you are betting an elephant. Elephants, there's a saying in Yoruba land, when the elephant stamps on the floor, the whole forest shakes. So you are betting something in your children, and it's okay. It's okay not for you not to see that result. You think it's the result, but please be doing the work, because for the Chinese bamboo, you need to water it. You need to continue to water it that 4.5 years. So continue to water, and that's where I see my children. I don't compare my children with other children. I don't feel you are in a with all this one I'm doing. I just tell myself I need to do a lot of work on them. There's a lot to be done. Yemisi, you have come so far. Now you are doing the work. So there's work to be done. As long as I know I'm implementing, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to the best of my ability, I'm fine. I don't stress over it. And because I want, and you see the root network that the Chinese bamboo is putting down in that 4.5 years, that is what is going to sustain that growth. So anything that is solid takes time. Build that foundation, and it's okay. It's okay to not. A lot of people, I'm not saying results. You're getting frustrated over your children. You have been doing this. It's not. Don't do that. It's not. Don't do that. I feel pain when I hear parents talking about. I'm like, it's okay. They're just children. It takes time. It takes time, and even you as an adult. I tell people, you're telling your child.
Are you following?
I'm telling you, we have so much to grow. We are short-tempered. We do things. We scroll on phone. We are addicted to social media. Everything you're asking your children to do, you are struggling with it. I tell it to everybody I want to hear. I mean, children short and they know. I said we have no right to teach to correct a child for something we have not taught and modeled. I said we are just teaching. We have to model it. I said if we don't model it, I tell parents, you have to model it. So your children need to first see you do that thing that you want them to become. Any result you want to see in your children, you have to do it. There's no magic. Many of us want to live vicariously. How do they say that English in our children? So the thing that we did not achieve, we want our children to achieve it. Our coach will say, Oshe. But you don't want to do the work. Yes, it is a lot of work for you, but it's fine. It's okay. So I don't know who I'm speaking to. It's okay. Just continue to put the work. Don't put pressure on your children. Don't put that pressure on saying, oh, you have been going to BLA, but you have not. It's a lifetime. This is a journey. It's a journey, and it's okay. Please. I'm very passionate about children, so they know me in church. I always fight for them and teenagers. It's a journey, and it's okay. They're children. So, Coach, webinars,
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi. So Yemisi was talking about the webinars, and the very first webinar that she talked about was the Godly Dating Courtship Plan. It all came as an offshoot. It's in the month where we talk about the wife in training manual, the husband in training manual, and then we graduate down to dating plan and all of that. When I created the first dating plan we had with our foster daughter, who is currently married and have 2 children. The truth of the matter is that the kind of details that I have now, I didn't have it then. When people say, hey, and I joined in cycle, hey, and I left, hey, and I come, how do you know what God will teach again? How do you know? By the time this was curated, even me, when I finished teaching that class, and the others were like, no, coach, we cannot have e-copy. Print. I said, you guys are ready to print, no problem. Please pre-order, let's print. Pre-ordered, we printed the book. I got it. I had 4 copies. I bought 4 copies. Took it to my house. Started looking through it. I said, wow, woo. There is work. That's what I said to myself. Do you know that? So maybe my favorite webinar this year will be the webinar on the dating. I think I like plans. I like process. Maybe that's who I am. I like process. I like something that will put me into a structure. I love it. Yeah. Anything that is going to put you. So when Dr. Anything was saying it, I can relate. That's why the Parenting Launch Plan is one of my favorite books, right? The Parenting Launch Plan is one of my favorite books. So I love the way that the Parenting Launch Plan is. I like that it has the details to walk you through one place to another.
In fact, Coach, my Parenting Launch Plan is inside my dating plan.
In fact,
so I put the Parenting Launch Plan inside my dating plan. So the 2 of them are together. That's the kind of person I am.
In fact, my parenting lunch plan is by my bedside. As in, I look at it every single morning. So I added this to my bedside. I opened it. I was like, before Lua, there's something you don't know. Don't be coming back. Don't be coming back. And so I was thinking, but also was looking at me like, what are you talking about? I said, she has not mastered this part now. There's something, we have two separate ones. When it comes to these planners, we usually will have two of it like this. So my husband and I will have one for ourselves. Then we'll have one for each child with their name on it. I don't write my name on the planners. Why? I write your name, the name of the child. You are the owner. When you are done, take it to your home. It's your plan. Take it to your home yourself. And it opened my eyes to a lot of things. The webinars in the inner circle will literally change your life. Do you know, after we printed this, dating plan, after we printed it, I was so excited that it was printed. Yeah. In fact, I remember and the team are calling me and saying, if you don't print it, and we print it and distribute, we are not going to have to copy. We must print it. She was threatening me after that webinar. I was like, why is she threatening me? What's happening? She said, I have an 18-year-old. She's not going to make mistakes. I'm going to sit down. She's going to read. She was just warning me and going on and on. I was just laughing. But I'm so grateful. This journey is for me. You finish a class. It's for me first. I tell you that the first person, I'm the first recipient of this journey. I finish a class. I go back, I'm like, the Holy Spirit will say, this part you have said, this is you. Where have you done it? I remember when I taught the class on resolving sibling rivalry. We had an ongoing case at the moment in my family. As I finished, the Holy Spirit said, that was for you. Oh yeah, I sat down and I wrote a complete 5-page structure on how I was going to navigate. I called my brothers and I said to them, if we don't do this, you see this thing? If we don't do it, I heard from God. If you don't do it, we'll destroy what it is that's good. I took it upon myself. Do you know the interesting thing? I have a testimony. People think you're the only one that have testimony. I have a testimony on that webinar. Like the testimony is like, as in, you know how testimony is flying. I was looking at myself the other day. I was like, come on now. If you don't implement, it doesn't even matter whether you are the one that you have been here for 10 years, for 20 years. When I finished the 10 gates of parenting, one of my friends called me and said, and you say we should live in a circle. How? How do you want to live? Because I've listened to you for 6 whole years. I've never heard you talk like, never heard anything like this. I've never, even me, I've never heard it. I didn't went anywhere. I finished that 10 gates. I turned back. I said, Holy Spirit, you're an amazing person. Forget. You will see the blocks. You will see the blind spot. You can't see your own blind spot. That's why it's blind spot.
Yeah.
You can't see it. That's why somebody needs to show you that this place, there's something wrong somewhere. And I was talking about the driving gate in that webinar. And it was an insight it just dropped in my head. It's about judgment. It's not about, a car. And many children have been destroyed just on that gate. And like we said in that webinar, now you get gate. Now you the manner. Anyone that gives you an issue, shut it. Shut the gate. Take it, retrieve it. You are the parent. And then we keep going. And like we say, 18, I don't know who formed the word. When you're 18, you're an adult and then you leave. That's not how we do. We don't do that here. Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius. So, talk to me about books. I know that you also love to read books. What would be your top 3 books in the inner circle this year? What would be your top 3 books?
Yeah, so my favorite of all is Connect to Correct. Just because I just, when I came into the inner circle, I just realized that there was no connection with my children. So it's been my favorite food. And because I also teach teenagers in church, I realized that the issue we're having was that connection with the children. So we come in, if you come to class and you teach teenagers and they don't feel connected to you, they're not going to listen to you. And I tell teachers all the time. So you need to connect with these children. You need to go to their, like, let them know that you understand them. And then you'll be amazed. They will listen and open up to you. So for me, my favorite of all time, the family plan, this book, I have 3 copies. So you can be sure that I need copy. I have 3 copies and I need copy. So for me, because, and coach, it's because, was what I prefer, because marriage, the choice of the person you marry it changes your life completely.
Yes,
I have
it does.
seen it. I have
Oh, it
seen
does.
that. As in, it just puts you on it. If you marry the wrong person, yes, you can work on the marriage, but why do you want to start from the wrong foundation? That's the work is be too much. Even you might get tired. So I just knew that, and I'm grateful for my husband. But I didn't know the things I knew from the book now, and I know God's mercy prevailed upon my life, you know. But why don't we? That is we don't
Why do
let's
we
not walk that
understand
way.
God for
Yeah,
mercy?
let's come from the place of knowledge. So I don't know about you people, but me, my children will marry Yada's children. I don't know how else to say
It's
it.
a straightforward thing, and we're unapologetic about it.
As in,
Sorry,
I'm like,
master.
hello. In fact,
Sorry.
the other day, my husband, we came back and we were talking about somebody, and it was obvious this person didn't have any mentor. I said, that Asimi will not marry a man that does not have a mentor. I just said it out. I just said it.
It's
I'm like,
simple.
she's not going to marry a man that nobody can talk to, nobody can speak to. I just said it like that. So you see why our community, UK people, please, let's continue to be our community, because we are going to be marrying each other. Leave that.
Yes.
As in, I was just like, because I can't imagine having this set of values and skills and working on it, and then your daughter or your son marry somebody that has absolutely no.
They're only implementing Yadas, and I agree.
Yes,
You're not
implementing.
implementing. I have nothing to do with you.
Let's qualify it.
Very important.
As in, values everything you have talked about, and then your child goes to marry somebody that has absolutely no idea. I mean, how is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? It's just going to, the struggle is just going to be too much. So that's me. That's my bias, and it's okay. Raising the girl with sense and raising the boy, we don't need to bail out. You see these two books, eh? You see, if you can do, I don't even know how many percentage, because I don't know if you can finish it before your children leave the house. I don't know. I don't know if you can finish everything in that book, but you really want to raise children that can stand in this world as responsible adults. And shout out to, I think, one of the other fathers. It was in that, we created a group for this book, the dating plan. So there was one Yadada father that came and gave an synopsis.
We were all challenged. Come on now.
When I see good thing, I appreciate it. And I just copied. The guy talked about they were doing flashcards. They were doing. I said,
understand.
I said, yeah, you see, you don't know and I adopted that. So for me, raising a child with a girl with sense, boy international, we have broken it down to weekly topics, flashcards. I tell my children, and that's why I tell people, you have so much resources. It's just that you're not maximizing it. So we have questions, we have talks on a daily basis, at least 5 days a week. We go and talk. I will ask her this question. Week 1, week 2, we have a curriculum. Coach has taught me how to develop curriculum. And flashcard, and I love that concept of flashcard because it allows the child to think. So I'm not just like teaching you stuff.
Yes.
So I create scenarios. I'll ask about this. I'll ask her questions. And my daughter, when I'm dropping her for school, we use that time to talk about it. My son, I try to do that in the evening. So, but the other father, the flashcard for me was it was what I needed at that point, because I'm like, how am I going to put all these things in my children? And it has to be on a daily basis or on regular basis, because you can't do it at once and then leave it. It's not possible. So those two books, Raising the Boy You Don't Need to Bail Out and The Girl with Sense, those two books they're like, I think I've mentioned 4 already. So coach.
Awesome.
Yeah, those books are there.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi. I still remember that Yada father. That's why, so when fathers take up a thing, that he gave us implementation. I think everybody was like this kind, wow, woo. And yet we're still going to do a class on that before the end of inner school. Yes, and we're going to have that, process it, and then we continue as 2026, is ongoing and all of that, because it's a process. It's a process. When Dr. Yemisi was talking about, marrying somebody that is from within the community in the yard, I started from the beginning. In fact, I was talking with somebody that I got acquainted to recently. I said, ma, have you registered for Inner Circle 1st December? She said, coach, I've registered already. I said, because you see this thing, like my child, like my daughter, I said, it will not work. I don't do that here. It won't work, man. And I'm very unapologetic about it. It will not work.
Yeah.
You need to come and hear what I hear. Somebody sent me a message this morning. So yadas have been introducing themselves. If you're a new yada, it's disobedience not to disintroduce yourself. It is disobedience. Note it. We are instruction takers. That's where your failure will start, by not taking instructions. Why should I introduce myself? Oh, I don't know. It is pride and shame. Two things that can keep you grounded. Pride and shame. So please don't be there. She introduced herself and she said, a friend who is the yada believes that our relationship is going to only work if we speak the same native language. And by taking the citizenship of her clan because of the administration she has for my children. That's why I came to the community. This other said to her, for us to actually be able to do this, ma, you need to be with me. And when I said this to that, that acquaintance, the truth is, this is a very high profile person. And I said, ma, you will put. He said, no, coach, I'm not even asking. Why? I'm inside already. Like, are we playing kalo? I'm inside. Nobody is going to bring me spouse from the road. We are sorry or we are not sorry. We have the choice. We have the right to choose. The Bible actually creates that system. We have the right to put our children in the process where they should be. No, your child will not finish. See, marriage is a determining factor in your life. I think it's Christian Ephobia that said, if you marry the right person, you are complete. If you marry the wrong person, you are completely finished. Completely finished, honestly speaking. And that's the end. I was in Warri, and I saw Madam Onomed Odukoma daughter and Professor Prof. That's another year than Warri. There are two daughters, and I was looking at them. I was like, so these two girls will not finish now. Shout out to you guys. You guys have lovely two. I was looking at them. I was like, please, where is husband? They have sense for this. One is studying medicine, one is studying communication. Spoke to them. Awesome, put together. Then one if who come from nowhere. They would rather sit down in the house, please. I told my husband, I said, my daughter would rather sit down in the house than marry somebody that just crossed road. You don't have mentor, you are not mentored, you're not it's not money. It is about having sense.
Yeah.
We just want somebody that has sense. Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi, for sharing with us. And Dr. Yemisi has said that her best favorite books, she lumped Raising the Girl with Sense and Raising the Boy. You don't need to be like the others are very systematic. They even lump Raising series together. Raising series has 7 books, have 8 books. You just say, my favorite books are the Raising series. How do you do that? And yes, we are so grateful listening to Dr. Yemisi today. Dr. Yemisi is the UK head girl. UK head girl, shout out to you. We love our head girls. They know how to head girl. It's not easy. Anyway, let me not say that. Dr. Yemisi is certified project manager and also the founder of Fit and Fab 40 Circle. She's a masterpiece woman. She's a conclavite. See, these are just people that, where are we going? Let's just be. We are going. We are here, we are going. Coach, are we going this way? Let's go. We are going this way. Let's go. And that's how we roll here. That's why we're running. Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi, for being here. As we begin to wind up on this session, share with us. Some people are listening to you and saying, I'm a doctor, I have my career, I'm running around, I have children, I live in the UK, I live in Canada. And by the way, UK others, you guys have done a lot of work. The number of UK people, I say UK, I hope you will not rival Lagos at this rate.
Coach, we told you now. Yeah, UK is going to be your second home.
As in the way it's going, I'm like, Lagos others are threatened, literally. Those the others are wondering what's going on. But the number of introductions I've seen from UK is, and I'm talking about new fresh others. So somebody is listening to you and wondering, how can I cope? I live abroad. I don't know, I'm busy, or even live in Nigeria. Please, over to you in your last words, man.
Thank you very much, Coach. So if you are struggling with whatever it is you are, it just shows that you need to grow and you need to become. That's the truth. Anytime Coach says that when you say I'm overwhelmed, you need to just settle and say there's something I don't know. And you need to get it right. If you are not getting the results that you want, there's something that you don't know. You need to settle that at the back of your mind. There's something you don't know, and there's something you're not doing right. And it's okay not to know, but it is wrong for you not to know and to remain there.
Mm.
At least now you have identified, okay, there's something I don't know. Then find help and find solution. And inner circle is the place. I was talking to somebody that registered for inner circle last year, and she was saying this year she's not going to register because there's a lot going on. And I said, yes, I appreciate there's a lot going on. However, you need to stay in this community because you see that thing that is going on is going to stretch you. And this is the community that will keep you
Keep going
together.
on.
You are going to get people that have been in your situation and they'll tell you, oh, this is how I managed it, I navigated it. I said, so don't leave the community. Don't. This is the time for you to stay there. This is the time for you are going to get as much success and results in Nasaku based on who you become.
Yeah.
It's by growth and by becoming. Any success, any result that you have seen as a parent, you can trace it back to you first before your children. It's because you grew and you became. And it's a never-ending process. There's a concept from the Japanese, kenai, continuing and never ending improvement. And that's why Japanese products are always like top-notch, because they understand that concept of continuing and never-ending improvement. So there's no end to it. That's why we say, how can you say you're living in Nasaku? Somewhere where you are growing and improving, you now want to leave. How? Parenting is for life. So why would you leave? You're going to have children, you're going to have grandchildren, have great-grandchildren, and you want to leave. No, please remain here. And also, like Debbie said, implement. Don't just stay as a backyarder or middle yarder. And if you are struggling, always ask questions. Raise your hand and say, please, I need help. That's why there's a community. I told you the power of community. Ask for help and you'll be amazed. And the others are the most, I don't know, helpful people here. They will rally around. You will be amazed. They will information. They will enter your DM and help you. So ask for help if you're struggling, and it's okay to struggle, but it's not okay to be struggling and remain there. Ask for help and say, please, I'm struggling. I need it, and they will show you. Find accountability. Shout out to Debbie. Debbie, I'll be promoting you now. People will be coming to your DM. Shout out to Debbie. This year, Debbie's accountability group has transformed my journey. You can't grow without accountability, because things will drag you. Inner circle is that place that keeps you accountable. You know those things, but you're not doing them. So stay where somebody is holding you accountable. System is holding you accountable to do it. This is a system of growth and transformation. Don't leave. There's nothing happens outside of the comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It's out of the comfort zone. So you are going to be stretched, and it's okay. But stay here. If you want to continue to remain relevant to your children, your grandchildren, to the society, you have to grow. There's no two way about it. Never ending improvement and growth. Yes, K9, thank you. Continuous and never ending improvement. So we are not going anywhere now. We are here. We remain here. Children, everybody. But remember, ask for help. Raise your hand and say, please, I need help. Go into your cohorts, go into your location and say, please, I'm struggling. I don't know what to do. You'll be amazed. People will share their insights. You were like, wow. Coach talk about collective intelligence.
Yes.
You can't even exhaust the resources we have here. You can't. So just raise your hand and ask for help. Be humble and ask for help. And it's okay. We are naked and we're not ashamed.
Yes.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much. We are naked and we're not ashamed. And if you are an incoming yada who is trying to make a decision whether you want to come in or not, just know that this is where you can find help, the needed help that you are. Justice Omolara Adeyemi says, anyone that say I am busy, the mirage. And I agree. If Judge Omolara can be here every single day, trust me, is a miracle. You make a choice. You don't want to know how busy she is, but that's the conversation for another day. All of us are busy. There was something Papa was saying yesterday in church. He said, I don't think anybody has the kind of itinerary that I have. None of you in this church. I don't think anybody. And it's true. But we're all here. We're working. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius, for joining us this morning. What would be the last thing you want to say as we shut down this morning?
If the heart is willing, it will find 1,001 ways. Or if the heart is unwilling, it will find 1,001 excuses. If you are willing, you will find a way.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius. If you're willing, you will find a way. I say it all the time. Excuses are cheap. Those that lead are not wise. You can choose excuses or you can choose wisdom. Whichever one that you choose, the choice is yours. I'm going to let you go this morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi. I am
Thank
so
you,
grateful.
Coach.
I love you. I honor you. Thank you for being here.
I love you too. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming to UK. We're looking forward to seeing you next year already.
Yes. Thank you. Lagos Yada said they have dates already. Who are they? Why do they have dates? I said, what kind of thing is this? UK Yadas already have dates for next year. How? Why? I said, you guys will be all right. Thank you so much, Dr. Yemisi. My love to everybody. Thank you for your time. If you have listened to us, you have listened to Dr. Yemisi Femi Pius, and she shared on my intentional parenting journey, sharing on the things that somebody said something. Nobody comes here to share everything that happens to them. You can't. How do you want to? The time is too short. She has only been able to share a fraction of it. Take the one that you need to take and run with it. Inner Circle has only 19 days to go. My intentional parenting journey, I have only, I think, about a few more slots to go. But believe you me, at the end of the day, we get into the yard, 1st of December, 2025. Shut down the ark. Somebody told me, I heard about Inner Circle 2nd of December, and they said I couldn't join. So I had to wait until this year. So I'm looking for, this has been my longest wait ever. Don't allow it to be your longest wait. Get in here and get in here. Stay in the struggle, even if you're struggling. The fact that you're struggling shows that something is changing and you're working out something. I can't wait to be your coach, like we say in the yard. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Get in now. Just make your full payment, 140,000 naira for the whole year, and your life will be transformed forever. I have a very, the structure for the year. I saw somebody who wrote in the comment section and said that they've already gotten the whole family systems. We're moving away from just the fragments and we're building a whole system. Don't stay outside of there so that the flood will not get on you. Like Coach Ebuka will say in his words, flood na biao. Get in the ark today and be saved. Thank you again for joining me. Yarders, see you right in the yard. Have an amazing day, everybody.
Common phrases in the inner circle. Let's go.
You're coming for an inner circle webinar and you're not with your yellow blanket with red trimmings. Is that even a joke?
Oh, I'm running and I'm not looking back because 10,000 lions are chasing me. I have watched all the webinars, but today, Coach came with a bazooka.
Even with my humility agbada, I still collected.
If you're not in the ark, you better enter now because flood na biao.
In the inner circle, we dey walk and they show.
CIP police is coming for you. There is no need harness here.
You definitely cannot relate because you are not in the yard.
If you are not in the yard,
why not?